Hello there, and welcome to Geek Speak Next Level. My name is Nath, and guys, we are back. It has been more than a few months since we recorded a video, so firstly, apologies for the delay. We've had some fairly big life updates. Myself and my good lady have moved into our first house together, which is amazing, but as you can probably imagine, the last few weeks have been very much a cavalcade of boxes, emptying boxes, lifting, shifting, signing paperwork, cleaning, organising and otherwise making this place a home rather than just a house. But the good news is we are here, we are sorted out. She's actually a couple of rooms away working from home today, and it's my weekend off, so I thought, why not get back into the swing of things and start a new mini-series on the channel. The eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that we are in a Pokémon game. I'm just going to jump back out very quickly. We are in Pokémon Leaf Green on the Nintendo Switch. This is a remake originally intended for the Game Boy Advance of the original Pokémon Fire. It was actually Pokémon Blue, Red, and then subsequently Yellow. Green was, I think, only ever available in Japan. But when the good people at Nintendo decided to make the remake for the Game Boy Advance, they went with Fire Red and Leaf Green. And as my favourite starter is Bulbasaur, I don't have a camera in the room yet to show you this, but I'll try and put a little picture up on the screen. I've got a little plushy Bulbasaur with me here, and so I thought, why not do a brand new virgin playthrough all the way through Pokemon Leaf Green. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. The various buttons will be explained in the order. Yes, okay, I don't need to go through any of that. It's very, very straightforward. A is yes, B is back, and the directional buttons do directional button things. So, here we go. Professor Oak. Hello, glad to meet you. I'm not going to do voices, because we'll be here all day if I do voices as well. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokémon. That's a little Nidorina there, or Nidoran, but it's the girl version because of the blue. For some people, Pokémon are pets, others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokémon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Are you a boy or a girl? I'm a boy. We're just going to use my actual name, I think, on this. So let's go down and do Nath. Sometimes when I do these, I put Geek Speak in, but there's not enough spaces to do that. So let's just do good old me. And this is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were babies. Professor Oak has early onset dementia. So, canonically speaking, in the game, in the original series, rather, Gary is the name of Oak's grandson. So that's what we're going to go with today. We're going to call him Gary because it just feels a bit classic, a bit right. Gary Oak, there we go. Right. Also, going to stay hydrated while we're doing this, so please bear with me while I slurp at some of my lovely lemon green tea. Because this is an RPG, there will be some grinding, so these episodes aren't going to be like 20-30 minutes, they're going to be a fair bit longer than that, so I need to stay hydrated for that. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits, let's go. So we start off in the town of Pallet, which is the kind of the town where our character lives. Got a little bed there, a little computer, and I think we might even be able to get a potion out of the item storage. Withdraw item. Yes, there we go. Got a little freebie there to begin with, that's not bad at all. Let's return to the PC. So the first thing we're going to do is play the game here. Hey, this is playing with the NES. Okay, time to go. It is very much a faithful recreation of the original, but with the same engine they used for Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. I'm secretly hoping that Nintendo are going to do a re-release of those games next on the Switch as well. So Professor Oak is looking for us. but because I've played this before, I know where Oak is. Oak is going to be in the long grass over here. There we go. We need our own Pokemon for protection. So this is where we get to pick our starter. Now, traditionally speaking, when I was a kid, I always went with Charmander because Charizard is very much a badass. I decided against that for this playthrough because my second choice is usually Bulbasaur as well. Not Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Grass type isn't really the popular option usually, even though Bulbasaur is the original #1 Pokemon. As in, like in the Pokédex, he is 001. But, you know, everyone's got their tastes, and it does change the way you play a little bit, but not massively. So Gary also wants a Pokemon. Fair enough, Gary. Right, so we get to choose ours. We're just going straight for, you know, I'll go through them just so you can see this. That was Bulbasaur. Water type is Squirtle. No, we're not going for Squirtle. And Charmander. No, I'm not choosing Charmander. We're going for Bulbasaur. I'm not going to be nicknaming the Pokemon simply because I don't like that. It's just not me. Whenever I play these games, I let the Pokemon have their kind of their names as their names. And he is choosing the fire type so that we're at a big disadvantage because your rival always chooses the disadvantage type. That's something I should explain for those of you who don't know Pokemon games. Each Pokemon has got its type, and it has a strength and a weakness against it, sometimes 2, sometimes more, sometimes less. But, obviously, fire is strong against leaf. Had we gone with water, we would be strong against fire and weak against leaf, and so on and so forth. Right, let's get stuck into our first battle then. The way battling works in Pokemon is it's turn-based, so it works like a turn-based RPG. You've got moves that are physical attacks, moves that are special attacks, and also moves that are stat-based. So you'll see that as we go through. At the moment, though, we'll only have the bare basic kind of attack for Bulbasaur. The more you level up, the more attacks you learn. That's the kind of the vibe of the game, really. So, as you see, we've got Tackle and we've got Growl. Growl is a stat-based attack, so if I do Growl quickly, this will weaken Bulbasaur's attack if memory serves. Yes. Sorry, Charmander's attack. That puts me at an advantage. So even though he gets the first physical attack in, my tackle here doesn't make much of a difference, really. It's slightly more powerful than his is. And now he's wizened up and he's using my tactic against me. You can lose this first fight, it's worth saying. Oh, there we go. We got a crit. That's fine. So you do have a chance of doing a critical hit, but it's like a low chance. If he gets a crit here, we're stuffed though. It's fine. We've done him. Every time you beat a Pokemon in battle or in the wild, you get experience points, and the little EXP bar just below where the health bar is will fill up. And as you can see, we've already leveled up to level 6, which is awesome. And we've got 2 health, an additional 1 attack point, 1 defense, 1 special attack, 1 special defense. Speed has remained the same. Bulbasaur is not a fast Pokemon. But if you look here, our special attack and special defense are high. In layman's terms, attack and defense is about physical attacks. Special attack and special defense are like your grass type moves, or in Charmander's case, your fire type moves. It looks like we want to focus with this particular playthrough with Bulbasaur on grass type moves. Physical's not bad, but the stats for the special attack are better. Oh, and we also earn prize money, yes, of course, to buy Pokeballs and potions and stuff. He likes to say smell you later. We don't know why. So yeah, let us go on our Pokemon adventure then. So what we'll do, that's a fair point from the NPC there. Let's have a little look at our menu. So this is our Pokemon menu, and this is our little Bulbasaur. If we go to a summary of him, it tells me a little bit about him. He's got a quiet nature. He is a he. It's signified by the blue male symbol thing. I don't actually know the name of that symbol really, other than just it's the bloke symbol. Ooh, we didn't need to do that. Right, okay. He has the ability Overgrown, which ups grass moves in a pinch. So when our health is low, grass moves get a boost. And these are the moves that we have at the moment. We caught him in a regular Pokeball as well, notated by the red Pokeball at the bottom kind of right-hand corner of where Bulbasaur is. And we can obviously inspect that with all the Pokemon we get. We can also give them items to hold when we find them in the field. That's not really as much of a thing in Fire Red Leaf Green as it is in Ruby Sapphire. But it still happens occasionally. You get a item that boosts the Pokemon. We've also got a bag where we've got potions, key items, Pokeballs, and the like. This is my trainer card as well. We've got a little bit of money. Tells us we've been playing for 7 minutes. That's where we get all our gym badges. And yeah, there we are. I'll do a quick save, just so we've actually saved. Not that I'm expecting the computer to crash, but just in case. Right. So let's go to the first town. And right off the bat, we've got a Pidgey to fight. I'm going to be pretty selective with which Pokemon I put on my team. Pidgey is not going to be making the cut, unfortunately. There's a few Pokemon that I've never caught. Well, I've caught all of them, but I've never played on my team, so I might choose some maybe left field choices. We might go for like a Clefairy or a Jigglypuff, for example, which is something that I wouldn't usually put on the team. Oh dear. We might have lost this. Okay, we're barely alive. Which is why we're going to go into a bag and use our potion. And just like that, Bulbasaur is back to being healthy. Right, let's go. Will you give us another potion? Yeah, he does. Cool. The game is pretty generous with items early on. But there is a lot of RNG. The tiles that we walk through in the long grass all can spawn Pokemon. Certain Pokemon can only spawn in certain areas. You also have like a 1 in 1,000 chance of it being a shiny Pokemon, so there's a whole bunch of different options and different RNG. Thankfully, we have made it through to Viridian City without much event. We don't need to visit the Poké Center at the moment because we're already at full health, that's fine. So let's pop into the Pokemart because I believe he'll have a package for Professor Oak. Hey, you came from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Cool, so it's Fetch Quest. The fairly basic early RPG kind of thing, as always. And what we'll do is we'll try and get a few more fights in on our way down to Sea Oak. There we go. Probably going to be another Pidgey or maybe a Rattata. Ah, it's a Rattata! So again, there are not really that many Pokemon in the early game that I want to catch. So Bulbasaur is going to get a lot of XP. What I will do is, like I said, I'm planning on this being a full playthrough series, but I might save some of the grind for off screen, if that makes sense. So if we get to a certain point where I want to save and end an episode, I might, in my free time, do some leveling, but not further the story any, just to kind of save this being a 500-hour series, because, you know, these are like 30 to 50-hour RPGs that we're talking about here. Which is fantastic, because I enjoy a good grind and I enjoy a good RPG. But not everybody wants to watch all of that. And I try and avoid editing down my videos. I just like keeping the full content in there. Because otherwise, like, and it isn't the case for everybody, right? But there are YouTubers who use a bit of editing trickery sometimes to cut corners, and for me, I just don't like that. That's not for me. I'm much more about, you know, let's make some content. If it's great, it's great. If some of it's a bit jarbled and whatever, okay, fair enough. That's life. We do have a grass attack now, by the way, Leech Seed, which I didn't mention when we leveled up there. That's really going to be quite useful to us, as that is a move. I'll see if we can show it quickly, although I'm a little worried about health, so let's do the other potion. There we go. Right, let's show off that new move. Ah, good, a Pidgey. Okay. So I'm just going to show you this to kind of explain more of the game's mechanics. So Leech Seed is a grass type, which is a special attack. This one won't do any damage when it initially lands, but it plants a seed in Pidgey, and now we will absorb at the end of every turn some health from Pidgey. So it gradually removes its health. That runs continually until the Pokemon faints. So I can also attack it now on my second turn and then get more health from the Leech Seed. So there is a little bit of strategy, a little bit of kind of, you know, tactical play to be had. And Leech Seed is one of several attacks that Bulbasaur can eventually learn that involve taking health from your enemies. There's another one called Absorb later on down the line, which takes an even greater proportion of health as a one-shot. Oh, very nearly level 8. Let's see if we can get one more fight before we go back to work. Let's do the grass down here by... There we go. As today is the first episode, and obviously I want to see how it goes and what people make of it, we'll try and do at least the first gym. If not, maybe the second. We'll see how it goes, but it is a very fun game. And one that I'm very much looking forward to replaying on the channel. Ooh, we might be in trouble here. Okay, Pidgey missed, that's good for us. I think one more tackle ought to do it. The other thing worth noting about all of the moves in Bulbasaur, or indeed any Pokemon's arsenal, is that they have a finite number of uses before you have to recharge. The way you recharge is you go to a Pokemon Center where you recover your health and your power points for said moves as well. So, very similar to the the card game, if you've ever played the Pokemon trading card game. Basically, all the moves require energy. Right, there we go. Now let's go and give Oak his parcel. Right, so here's our quest. This is the main quest of the game, effectively. On the desk is my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. You guys take these and fill them out for me and do my research for me, making my job null and void, but I still get paid and you don't. You must catch them to complain. Yeah, we get it. Oh, and also he's given us some Pokeballs so we can catch some Pokemon. Like I said, I'm going to be a bit selective as to what Pokemon I actually use in this playthrough. And I'm going to try and use Pokemon that I don't normally use. There will be one or two exceptions. I will probably put an Evolution on my team, which is, for the uninitiated, Eevee is a Pokemon that has a bunch of different kind of types that it can change into. It's another good reason to choose Bulbasaur, because obviously if you're picking try that with my teeth in, a Squirtle or a Charmander, well, there's already a fire and a water version of Eevee, but in this game there isn't a leaf version. That doesn't come till I think like Gen 4. And Gary's being a good friend here, not. let's go get a town map from Gary's sister. What I am going to do, guys, very quickly, is I'm just going to pause the recording so I can get my fan on, because it is baking hot in this room, so please bear with me, una momento. Sorry guys for the delay there. One thing I hadn't counted on is how flippin' toasty this room was going to get recording. Because obviously I've got the computer running, the PlayStation running, or sorry, the Switch running, and now thankfully I have a fan running, so I will not be quite so sweaty and bothered and hot. I'm just going to move it over here so it's not blowing quite at the microphone either. Right, there we go. So, let's go and, is this Gary's home? Yeah. So we need to go and get the town map from Gary's sister. the child acknowledging that it's lazy of a grandfather to get me to do his research. Yes, it is. And then, does Mum give us anything, or is that a different game where she gives us running shoes? Oh, she rests us. That's quite useful actually, because we also needed a heal. Cool, okay. Right, let's get out of here. I'm not triggering many battles at the moment though. But again, it is all RNG. Sometimes it is literally just the luck of the draw. Right, Aratata, let's start off with you. Do a little leech seed. You don't really need to do a leech seed on him, but you know. Bulbasaur is going to be good for the first two gyms, is one of the advantages of choosing the grass type at the beginning of this game. Charmander would really struggle. And then Squirtle is good for the first, but not so much for the second. Again, that's just typing matchups. There's loads of there's like 8 or 9 different types in Gen 1. So you've got oh gosh, I'm gonna have to try and name them all now. Water, grass, fire, electric. There's ground type. There's fighting types, psychic types, dragon types. I don't know if there's dark and light types in this game. That doesn't come into Gen 2, I don't think. With like Umbreon and Espeon of the evolution line. But there are loads of... Oh, there's bug type in this one as well. Can't forget bug type. And normal type. So there is about 8 or 9 different variations, and they all have strengths and weaknesses. Let's go and spend some of our money. Got 3,080. We're going to want some potions. There's no two ways about that. Let's get 6 potions. And then let's grab a couple of antidotes, because we will get poisoned in the forest most likely. And a paralyzed heal as well. We don't need any more Pokeballs because we've already got 5. And like I said, I'm not really planning on catching much this episode. That'll come kind of later on once we kind of get around Mount Moon and other places. But yeah, kind of the purpose behind this particular episode, or this playthrough, is I want to try and play a game a way I've not played it before. I want to have different Pokemon and a different experience. Because like my usual go-to would be I'd have probably a Charizard, maybe have a Snorlax. I'd almost certainly go for a Jolteon or a Pikachu. Oh, he's giving us some advice. I would usually have a Pidgeot if I don't go for a Charizard as well. Oh, he's shown us how to catch Pokemon, which I already know how to do, but for you guys who if you've never played a Pokemon game before, then this is how you do it. You weaken them, you throw a ball, and if you get it just right, you're fine. So the Teachy TV was not in the original game. That's just like a quality of life improvement that they added for Fire Red Leaf Green. This gym is the final gym in the game, actually. We can't access it at the moment. As to who the leader is, that is a big part of the plot of the game, which I'm not going to give away. Because as much as it looks like a very cheerful, wholesome world at the moment, not everybody is as well intentioned as our intrepid adventurer is. Right, we've got another patch of grass, so let's see if we can get a fight. Come on. There we go. Right, another Pidgey. Oh, we missed, okay. Little and often, just getting more and more experience. Pokémon for me is quite a special game, particularly the original, as it was my first experience of an RPG. Up until that point I hadn't ever come across a role-playing game at all, and this was what started me on the path of trying RPGs and getting into them. After this I played Final Fantasy VII, and then after that I think it would have been maybe Oblivion, The Elder Scrolls 4, back on PS3, or Xbox 360 as it was for me back in the day. But this was what started me on the journey of really falling in love with role-playing games and just kind of games that are a bit more thinky, a bit less action-based and a bit more kind of strategic. And I love it for that. It is, you know, it's also a series that I enjoy for other reasons as well. I enjoyed the anime when I was a kid. I still have a fairly substantial Pokemon card collection. And occasionally on the channel, you know, shameless plugging, I do unboxings and try and get good pulls from Pokemon ETBs and kind of booster packs and stuff. So feel free to check those out. I think I list them under Funboxed, which is a playlist on the channel. So feel free to investigate that if you are into the Pokemon trading card game. But yeah, I love RPGs and the strategy that goes with them. The fact that they're a bit more like a book. Where if to kind of make a ham-fisted analogy, if a regular video game is a bit like a movie, then an RPG is like a book. It's a bit slower, a bit more thinky, but ultimately it still tells a story. You still get the same kind of experience. You absorb a story. Just the way you absorb it is slightly differently. Or in this case, the way you play it. Ooh, nearly level 8. Level 9 rather. We do want to fight as many trainers as possible and get as many of these hidden items as possible as well. Now, I will say there is a slim chance, not a great chance, but a slim chance of us getting a Pikachu to spawn in this forest. If we do, I might bite the bullet and get it, but it's so rare to catch a Pikachu in Viridian Forest that it's probably not worth the hassle. I'm also going to steer away from catching either of the bug types, because usually I would choose one of the bug types on my team, either a Weedle or a Caterpie. Right, let's do one more. Or is he poisoning us? Okay, he's not, that's fine. Right, we're going to level up here, but we also need to do a potion, I think. Yeah. Level 9. I didn't really go into too much detail on this earlier on in the video, but once you level up a Pokemon to a certain point, it evolves into a stronger version of itself. So some Pokemon evolve once, some evolve twice. An example of one that evolves once would be a Clefairy, which evolves into a Clefable, or a Zubat that evolves into a Golbat. With our starters, Bulbasaur will then evolve into Ivysaur, and further along down the road, a Venusaur. And you get stat kind of buffs for those evolutions as well. Need to game while talking, that would be useful, wouldn't it? So it's in our interest to level up and to evolve Bulbasaur as soon as we can, really, because it makes him a much stronger contender through the game as we go. Oh, wow, okay, we only got like 3 squares there before a Caterpie showed up. The other thing worth me mentioning is that until I've built my team of 6, I'm not really going to try and catch any other Pokemon. it just kind of will slow me down a little bit. I can always come back and do a mop-up episode or two at the end of the playthrough series to kind of try and catch as many of the in-game Pokemon as I can. You do need both versions, both Fire Red and Leaf Green, to get all 151 Pokemon. And that is, again, something that Nintendo did by design, and Game Freak did by design, to make sure that people would trade with their friends and there would be that interactive kind of element to the games. People would, you know, in the playground, break out their Game Boys and go, hey, can I trade your, oh, I don't know, your Vulpix for my Arcanine, or, you know, something to that effect. I was just trying to think of, like, version-exclusive Pokemon. Right, there's going to be some guy over here, I think, for us to fight. Nope, that is just a regular encounter. Okay, we've got a Weedle. I'm just going to turn the music up a little bit for myself because it is a bit quiet. Oh! Well, you guys can't see it, but I've accidentally just turned my screen off. That's not a smart move. There we go. Oh, that's now too loud. There we are. Right back in the middle, number 20. Okay, let's do the thing. So again, like, you've got another stat-based move there. String Shot slows our speed down, and we're not super fast Pokemon, so it will mean Weedle now gets to attack first. But thankfully Poison hasn't landed on us, so we're all good. Okay, that boy doesn't want to fight. I've got another potion, that's good. That will make up for the one that we spent. Right, here's a fight. So when you lock eyes with a trainer who wants to fight, they get that little exclamation point and they challenge you to a non-avoidable battle. And this is good because you can make a bit of money off of them and you can, you know, get a fair bit of experience. This guy's got 2 and we've only got 1, so this is going to be a proper battle now. Especially as we've only got 17 hit points of our 27. I think the smart play here is to drop a Leech Seed at the beginning. Because then we can start to heal ourselves even as we get attacked. Okay, cool. Poison again wasn't successful on us there. Right, let's do a tackle now. Okay, if he keeps using String Shot, that works for me because that gives me more time to get healed up. There you go, so we're back up to 18 now. It worries me that he's using Poison Shot. Alright, but we got him. Oh, I was so close to level 10, that's not even funny. Let's seed Caterpie as well. Although our speed is now really not good because of our fight with Weedle. And that's the thing, the attacks that Weedle does to us, the effects that come from them, carry on into the battle with Caterpie, and they carry on until the end of this battle. So our speed is not good. And of course Caterpie being a bug type is also using String Shot, so we are just going to be going second for the rest of this fight, which is not the worst thing in the world, especially now that he's seeded, so we're still sticking around that 17 hit points, or health points. And we've got a critical, there we go. And this will level us up to level 10 as well. Boom. Look at that. Okay, yeah, our special attack stat is the one that we want to really focus on growing then. And we've learned Vine Whip, which is good, because that uses our special attack stat as it's a grass type move. Alright, here we go. Right, let's go around. I'm not going to get too many fights in the grass because there are trainers that we can prioritise now. Like this one. You can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. I think he means like get out of a fight, possibly. Right, Doug has got 3 Pokemon. And we are still at 17 hit points. Okay. I think we're going to try out another attack. Try the Vine Whip. Ah, it's not very effective against the bug type. That's annoying. Right, we want to seed him in that case. Alright, he's slowing us down now. Okay. This is one of the disadvantages of my tactic, is that I'm focusing at the moment just on one Pokemon. So I don't have anyone to switch out with or to, like, you know, use as a buffer. And eventually when we get into, like, you know, HMs, which are the special moves that you need to beat kind of certain environmental challenges in the game, we're going to want a Pokemon to stick all those on. At least we are getting some good experience at the moment. Okay, we're going to seed him. And we're going to just try and wear him down gradually. I am going to have to turn around to a Pokemon Center in a minute, because I'm getting low on power points on my moves. I've only got 12 tackles left. By the end of this fight, probably going to have about 4 or 5 left. Yeah, I'm going to use about 3 or 4 on this guy and 3 or 4 on the next. Okay, we've done alright here. I think I'm just going to do a growl and let Leech Seed take the last of his health. Because at least we're healing ourselves if we do that. And even though he's only got 1 hit left, that will still take me up to 16, which is useful. And then we level up. Beautiful. Yeah, that's looking much more healthy. Oh no, it's Kakuna. Okay, Kakuna will do this move called Harden, as will its counterpart on the Caterpie line, the Metapod. And basically, it just means that its defense goes up and we have to spend a lot of points getting him down. I'm going to go for a tackle before I seed him, I think, here, as we want to get at least some stab damage in. Yeah, okay, right, let's seed him now. Because I think this is literally the only move this Pokemon knows. Okay, Leech Seed is going to be our friend here. I probably want to just kind of growl and lower his... Oh no, that's to attack. Poo. Okay, I chose wrong. I was hoping I'd lower his defense, but I forgot that is the wrong move for that. We are going to heal up though, at least. Let's get another tackle in. It'll only do 1 or 2 hits, but it will speed this battle up. Otherwise, this battle is going to be painful. Yeah, I mean, we're already at that stage, it's going to be painful. But Leech Seed was good to get in early, I think. I do wonder if anybody actually like takes a Kakuna all the way through to the end. So obviously it will eventually evolve into, I want to say, a Beedrill. Because Metapod evolves into Butterfree. I do have a Pokemon hot take to offer, and it's an unpopular opinion. I love the original 151 Pokemon, however, I do think they're overrated. My personal favourite generation of Pokemon is actually Gen 3, which is the Hoenn region, so that's Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. And for my money's worth, it's just the types, the matchups, even the starters. I know that's going to be sacrilegious to some people, but I think Blaziken's a better final form starter than Charizard is. Because it's fighting in Fire-type, whereas Charizard is flying in Fire-type. I love me that angry chicken. Right, we're going to run back to Viridian City to get healed up, I think, because we don't have all that much health left. We do have health left, but we need some attack points. And I know as a fact there is at least one more trainer who's going to use that stupid Kakuna Metapod kind of combo. Another good thing though about the style of this RPG is you're never too far away from a town. There are some dungeons which are a bit more fiddly and a bit more long-winded where you run the risk of passing out. But there's not many of them. Okay, let's get the show back on the road. And head to the Viridian Forest. Playing this game already is making me get that itch to rewatch the first season of the original Pokémon anime, the Indigo League, which I do have somewhere. Oh yeah, I can see it down there actually. It's in my under the TV Kallax. So I might try. I'm not sure if I can persuade my good lady to watch it with me. She watches a lot of the nerdy stuff that I'm into, and I watch a lot of the nerdy stuff she's into, but I don't know if Pokémon is something that I can convince her to watch with me. She might watch like 1 or 2 episodes and go, oh, that was good, but then won't watch it again. So I'll see what I can do. At the moment we're rewatching a Disney sitcom called Boy Meets World, which we're both really enjoying. Our kind of evenings are basically, we'll either watch like some sitcom stuff like Boy Meets World or Scrubs together, or we'll just kind of do our own thing. She'll read and I'll game, or I'll read and she'll game. It's quite nice having this new house. So that's, you know, again, that's the reason why episodes haven't been uploaded in a few months, because this was coming up. I also was just kind of getting like quite busy with work and other things, and life was happening. And I guess that moving forward on the channel, I'm going to be a bit less stringent and a bit less structured than I was being. I've gone the wrong way. Whoops. I was trying to do 2 videos a week or something stupid, and I realise in retrospect that as much as I would love to have the time and the capacity to do that, I don't. I've got a full-time job. I've got a lovely woman and a dog in my life who are both, you know, very important, but also take up my time, rightly so. And as much as I love gaming and as much as I really enjoy creating these videos, if they get to the point where they feel like a chore, something's gone wrong. And so for me, I'm going to just try and do these when I can, when I want to, but it isn't going to be like every week there's 2 uploads, or every week there's even a upload. Some weeks I might just go, oh, I'm busy and I can't. And I think that's really important, is, you know, for anybody really, to identify where your boundaries are with your time, because your time is your most valuable resource, and you know, it's really important to have hobbies you enjoy. But if the hobbies are becoming a chore or something you do by rote, then they're not a hobby anymore. They're just that, they're a chore. What I'd also like to do is go back to doing some more list videos as well, because I do really enjoy the art of putting pen to paper, coming up with an idea for a script. So, you know, one thing that I've been kind of looking at recently is what I've been watching through the PlayStation Access Friday features again, and you know, it's not a big secret that my lists are heavily inspired by those videos, and so I might try and do a few more of those, just maybe like a batch of, you know, like 6 or 8 episodes, and release them over the course of, you know, a few months, because they're quite easy to do in terms of like they're not super time consuming to write. It's just the actual editing and getting the footage is a little time consuming. This is a long old fight, this one. But Cappy is doing stufful damage to us. I've also got a little list of games that I want to play on the channel, which I've actually got beside me. So just while I'm finishing off Cappy, I'll just pull that up. But obviously, if there are any other games that you guys can think of, please comment below. What would you like to see played on the channel? Because, like I said, the videos aren't going to be as frequent as they were at one point. And, you know, I want to make content that other people enjoy. That's part of this process, is, you know, I'm sharing stuff that I enjoy, but also doing stuff that other people enjoy. So some games that I've got on the list are Star Wars Outlaws, which is like Red Dead Redemption but Star Wars flavoured. Horizon Zero Dawn, because I know, it's like horror, never completed it. I've played it for maybe like 3 hours and I wanted to go back to it for so long. Crash 4, Spyro, the new one that's been announced recently at Game SummerCon, and the Spyro trilogy as well. There's a game called Sakuna that I want to play, which is like a combination of an action RPG and Stardew Valley. We've got Sackboy, Immortal Phoenix Rising, which I have played on the channel before but want to go back and do more of. There's 2 Point Hospital, The Plucky Squire, The Wolf Among Us. I'd love to do a long play of that actually. As would I, What Remains of Edith Finch. That's another one that I want to go and do a long play of, which I say a long play. I'll play through the entire game. It's probably like 4 to 6 hours from everything I've been told about it. Maybe some Batman Arkham, some Broken Sword, some silly stuff as well, like Squirrel with a Gun. Maybe try Hollow Knight or Firewatch. There's a bunch of games that I've got that I've kind of been waiting for an excuse to do something on. So we'll bear those in mind. But there's definitely opportunities coming up for me to do some different stuff on the channel, so do stay tuned for that. And like I said, please comment below because your feedback is always appreciated, guys. Whenever any of you watch these videos, you're always very nice and you always have good ideas. Right, here we go. Right, let's get this fight underway. So the game is now drip feeding us the useful information that we need to know about Pokemon evolution and other bits and pieces. And again, I'm not talking to every NPC, but if this is a game that you guys want to play and you've never played it before, my advice would be talk to everyone, investigate every house, go and do everything you can do, as it will massively increase your enjoyment of the game, which is already a thoroughly enjoyable game. I should have seeded him. Oh, maybe not actually, maybe that was the right call. I got some good damage in on that attack. Right, let's see. Viridian Forest is a bit of a grind to get through first time. Right, so he's seeded. Let's just keep whacking away at him. This is where the fire attacks would have come in quite handy, because fire is, I think, effective against bug types. That Leech Seed is our saving grace at the moment, it really is. Right, let's hope they're not both Metapods. They're not. Okay, good. Right, so now we're up against this bog standard Caterpie. Let's get a tackle going. That's going to lower our speed, but we can live with it, because Caterpie can't use Harden. We're not already halfway through our tackles, are we? Wow, we are, man. Okay. I mean, maybe not quite halfway, but we're a good chunk of the way through them. Right, I think this is probably going to be a Metapod again, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, there we go. Special defense has increased by 2 and health has as well. So Bulbasaur will have good health by the time we've gotten to a higher level. Yes, Metapod. Straight in with a tackle. Oh, of course, Caterpie used string shot on us, so we're slow. Right, okay, Leech Seed it is. It is infuriating, this tactic. I really don't like it. Leech Seed we've used. Let's go for another tackle. Hopefully we can get to the end of the Viridian Forest without needing to visit the Poke Center again. Leech Seed isn't even helping us at this point because we're at full health, so maybe maybe I conserve my tackles. Maybe we just do a growl. Not because it's going to do anything, but because at this point a tackle is going to do 1 to 2 damage, right? Whereas Leech Seed is special attack, and it's going to do more. I don't know. We'll do one more tackle, but like it's going to do sweet Fred Astaire in terms of attack. It's really not going to do much at all. Yeah, that wasn't much. That was maybe 2 hit points. Yes, Bulbasaur, good job. And we're closing in on level 14. I think Bulbasaur evolves at 16? Don't quote me on that, but my gut says 16. Or thereabouts. It's roughly that. Oh, okay, wild encounter. We've got another Caterpie. It's only a level 4 Caterpie. We don't need to worry too much about this. I will just try the Vine Whip to see, even though it's not effective, to see how much health that does. Oh wow, okay, that's actually really good. I was hoping it would one-shot him, but we can live without that. Again, the reason I'm using the Vine Whip rather than the Tackle is because the Tackle we want to keep for the next trainer battle. Oh, is there something hidden around here? There is. It's a potion. We'll take it. We never turn our nose up at those. We'll take them any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Please not Metball. Please not Metball. Or a Kakuna. No cocoons for us, please, Mr. Bugcatcher, sir. We asked, we received. Happy days. It's a level 9, so we could be in for a fight here. Let's do a Leech Seed. He's going to string shot us. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. And now he's going to poison shot us after we do a tackle, I think. The tackle won't land. The tackle's going to be the second attack, I think. Yeah. Although it's just another string shot. Alright, happy days. Let's keep them going. Ah, there's the poison sting. We've not gotten poisoned yet. I wonder if Bulbasaur's just got a natural, like, buff against poison, maybe? Because he's a grass type. There we go. And we've got $108 dues. That's not bad either. We'll take that. And there we go. We're out of the Viridian Forest. It is a little weird playing this on a kind of a 32, 35 inch telly, whatever it is. Because the pixel art is very good on the Game Boy. It's a bit much on the big screen, but then again, I never thought I'd be able to play Pokemon on a big screen, so that's really cool. Like, not without, like, you know, a bunch of extra cables and stuff. If Nintendo are going down this route of, let's explore the grass quickly, of porting Game Boy Advance games to the Switch, I'm here for it, but I do have a wish list. And at the very top of that wish list is going to be the Sonic Advance trilogy. There are some Game Boy games you can play via the Nintendo Switch emulation system, but the ones that I want aren't there yet. They're not. Okay. He's not going to give us much XP, is he? Yeah, that's... Alright, we're not going to grind much out there. We've found our way to the first city with a gym in it, and that's Pewter City. So I think what we should probably do, let's go heal up at the Poke Center. We haven't checked out the museum yet, but we're just going to tell them about what we have. Let's quickly see what we can buy. So we've got a few more options now. So we've got an awakening, which is for sleep. Let's get 2 of those. A burn healed. That's not going to be that common this early in the game. And we want a escape rope, which will help us escape from any dungeon. And that's it. We can't afford anything else anyway. So we are now going to fight a character who appears in the main anime, Brock, the gym leader for Pewter City. He is a ground type gym leader. So he's going to have a Geodude and an Onyx, I believe. We're going to be super strong against both of those. So this is effectively a free gym. Because I've chosen Bulbasaur and because we've leveled Bulbasaur up quite nicely. Oh, Jigglypuff singing a little song. So let's go have a little investigation. This will be an easy gym. Oh, we can all. There's something we can get for free here as well. I think if there's a person here, is there, or is it after the gym? Is it this person here? No. I'm fairly certain there's somebody we can speak to, and we watch their Pokemon, and then they give us a free something or other. But and let's chat to the MC. Hiya. Do you want to dream big? Do you dare to dream of becoming the Pokemon champ? I'm no trainer, but I can advise you on how to win. Why is it that there's always an expert on something who's never done the thing that they're an expert on? No. Oh, we don't get a choice. Right, let's just get rid of you. No. Oh, I pressed A. I shouldn't have pressed it. I pressed A. Right. First trainer. There's only one in this one, I forget. Most gyms have got multiple trainers you beat before going to the gym leader. I'm pretty confident if I use Vine Whip, we're going to one-shot this kid. And he's got 2 Geodudes, so this will be good experience points for us. We're even over-leveled as it is. So fight, Vine Whip. One shot done. Super effective. And level 14. I think we might... I don't know. If my maths is correct, we might evolve at the end of the Brock fight. Right, Sandshrew, that's also going to be ground type. So let's do another Vine Whip. One and done. Thanks for coming, Sandshrew. See you, bye. Right, yeah. So, we're level 14, almost level 15. By the time we beat Brock, we'll be level 16, and that is when we evolve, I think. So let's do it. First gym battle, here we go. Rock type rather than ground type, sorry. There is a slight difference. And we get the bad music as well. I mean, like, bad in a good way. It sounds awesome. The gym leaders have their own theme. Thankfully, we're not doing what Ash does in the anime, which is he trains Pikachu, who is an electric type, to beat a ground type, or rock type in this case. That would take 500 years, whereas we can just one-shot every Pokemon Brock has. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and look at those stat buffs as well. We're even getting +2 on defense now. That's really good. Poison powder. That's going to be useful to us. Is it though, actually? Yes, it's better than Growl, actually. So let's get rid of Growl and learn Poison powder. Sleep powder's much more useful, especially when it comes to catching like the legendaries later on down the line. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, we want sleep over Poison powder, I'm afraid. Unless... Oh, decisions, decisions. No, no, we want sleepover poison, so we're just going to go sleep powder. Right, here we go. We should, in theory, one-shot Onyx here. Yeah, done. And this should, in theory, take us to level 16. Oh wow, we're just short. We're just short. Well, we've beaten our first gym badge though. Or gym leader for our first gym badge, I should say. We received the Boulder badge from Brock. And he's going to explain now what that does. Having the Boulder badge makes my Pokemon more powerful and enables me to use the move Flash outside of battle. He's given us some money, which is nice. Oh, and he's given us TM39, which I think is Boulder Bash or something. Rock Tomb. It hurls boulders at the fire and lowers their speed. Go to the gym in Cerulean, test your abilities. So, our next stop... Now, let's see what he's got to say now. It wasn't your idea, mate. I was really good. Person I thought was going to be there is still not there. Right, let's go quickly heal up. Do we actually need to heal up? Actually, let's just check. Pokemon... Oh, maybe slightly. It's always worth doing a quick... Let's do a save as well, actually. Oh, and we can now look at my card, and there we go. We've got the Boulder badge. Bottom left. So, now is a good time for us to do... Oh, let's heal first and then save, I think. And it gives me a chance to have a sip of my lemon iced tea. Don't know why I just lied, it's not lemon at all. It is peach iced tea. Now there is an area that we're going to grind in a minute. We won't do like an ages grind, but I want to see if I can get a male Nidoran to spawn. It might not happen, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And we do have some regular trainer fights to come up, so we're going to get some experience. And we're also going to evolve Bulbasaur into Ivysaur. Oh, hello, Professor Oak's aid. Oh, this is where we get the shoes. Now we don't have to walk everywhere. So this is us we're going to walk. Oh, hello, dear Nath. Here's a pair of running shoes for my beloved challenger, love mum. Cool. Right, so this is walking. That's running. There we go, that's a bit better. Right. Janice would like to battle. I'm sure she would. I haven't saved yet, have I? I forgot to save. Oh, what does Vine Whip do to a bird type? Is it? I don't think this is effective. I think this is weak, but we'll see. Yeah, not very effective. Cool. That's fine. We've still got our tackle. And there we go. That'll be enough to take us to level 16. So I think we're about to evolve. And this is 18 and I'm wrong. I'm pretty certain it's 16. Oh, sand attack. Hate that. That makes our accuracy low. So this probably won't hit. Oh no, it did. That's super effective against us. We can't afford another one of those. Cool, we're there. We're there. Right. I'm mean because I beat you. Okay, love. Yep, here we go. Bulbasaur is evolving. Now you can cancel evolving. You don't ever have to evolve your Pokemon if you don't want to. But there's no real point in not doing that. There we go. Probably want to do a quick heal actually before we go and fight this bug tamer. There we go. Right, and do the save now. Cool, alright. So we're now going to fight against Bug Catcher Colton. Oh no. We've got a Caterpie, but I guarantee you this kid's got a Metapod. Ooh. New strategy. Not for the Caterpie, but for the Metapod. I reckon, provided we don't get string shot here. Yeah. We send it straight the heck to sleep. So Weedle. Now I haven't memorised every Pokemon that... Ah, string shot, damn it. Maybe I should have just gone for the sleep and Weedle. Right, let's hope we're faster than... If this is a Metapod, which I think it will be. Oh no, it's Caterpie, okay, we're alright. I can live with this. I reckon we're going to be like in the early 20s by the time we get to fight the gym leader at Cerulean City, which is of course Misty. This is good. Progress is being made. Yes, okay, cool. Right, what about you? You like short. Oh, you're the shorts kid. This guy's like a freaking meme somewhere. I like shorts. Shorts are comfy. Youngster Ben sent out Rattata. Cool. Okay, he's normal type, so I don't need to worry. I can use my Vine Whip. Ooh, critty. Not good. I stand corrected. Never mind. Ekans. One of my favourite Pokemon simply because it is snake written backwards. Which is, I mean, you know. Pokemon are usually a bit more creative than that, but I think it's so on the nose that it's really funny. At least to me. Ooh, why are you not? Okay. Oh, he's done a wrap on us. Right, we need Leech Seed. So now it's kind of a war of attrition. He just took 3 points off me, and I just took 3 back off of him. So now it's going to come down to tackles and stuff. Oh, I'm going to definitely need a heal after this. Maybe even 2 potions. Right. We've got 6 still, so it's fine. Once we've got more Pokemon, this will become much less of an issue. It's just when a Pokemon gets low health or passes out, we then focus on another Pokemon. Just grinding out levels. Ooh, we've still got like 4 or 5 trainers in this area to fight. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to beat all these trainers. We'll do a little grind outside of the Cerulean Cave, or the Mount Moon, or whatever it is. And that might be where we end today's episode. So it's like a nice little gentle start into the world of Pokemon. Because again, I don't want to make these videos like 4 hours long. I've tried watching somebody play through it recently with a video that was 4 hours long, and I lost interest after about an hour and a half. Which seems to me about the sweet spot. 90 to 2 seems to be the sweet spot for a video like this. Which is kind of what I'm going to aim for. Right, let's get you. Don't call it a takedown, because it's a takedown. There we go, Ivysaur gained 102. Oh, my enemy fights with sleep powder. Haha! Now you can't harden. That is 1,000,000,000% the right approach with a Kakuna. Sorry, Kakuna Matata, you're done. I'm not even going to leech seed it. I'm just going to smash out as many hits as I can. There we go. Because now it's going to use harden when it wakes up. But it doesn't matter because he's done. Bye bye, Kakuna. And a Metapod. So again, we go straight back to the well. Let's do a sleep powder. And give him a couple of tackles. Oh, that's not good. I can't use sleep on him. He's got Shed Skin, which is a special ability that only that Pokemon can use. The critical hit saved us the pain in the bum that was going to be, though. So that's fine. That's dirty, man. Metapod having a Shed Skin ability, that's real dirty. That's a nasty tactic by whoever designed that. Oh, there we go. We've got some. Got another level up. Level 18. That's looking good. Let's jump down here and fight this guy, and then we'll go back to the Poké Center, I think, quickly. Oh, another short guy. You're not wearing shorts. What's wrong with you? I don't want my legs to blind people. I've got pasty white legs, man. I've got Spearow. Okie dokie. Vine Whip's no good against him. Let's just do Tackle. Oh, he is a level 14. And that's lowering my defense. That's not ideal. Let's drop a Leech Seed. Okay. That was a bad choice. I need to kind of take him down before he starts doing physical attacks because he's lowered my defense twice. Oh, I thought we were dead there. Right, we need him gone now. That was a bit too close. Right, let's leg it. Let's get back to the Poké Center quickly. So yeah, my grass type is weak against bird types. Or flying types, whatever you want to call them. I guess flying's more appropriate because not everything that flies in this game is a bird. You've got some dragons and some other things. I did not mean to do that. Right, yes please Nurse Joy, heal us. Right, let's rock and roll. Straight back out there. And let's take down the rest of those trainers. Because then we can start trying to find if we can get a second Pokemon. I'm gonna say that we get either a Nidoran or we potentially go with a Jigglypuff or a Fable, whichever we kind of look at. That would be a good second choice Pokemon because it's not one that I've beaten the game with before. I'm usually pretty decisive. When I know what my 6 are, they are my 6 for the game. Ooh, critical hit. Not nice. Little rat. I'm being silly. I should have used my Vine Whip against him. There we go. That's a Lady Nidoran. We really want the male one, but I don't know. We could do a Nido Queen playthrough actually, couldn't we? Ooh, not effective. Okay. So Nidoran's a poison type. If we can avoid getting poisoned, awesome. Because they are also normal type, I think, normal and poison. So they don't have many weaknesses. Do the Nidoran clan? Right, we've got another bug boy here. I'm ready for the Metapods. And then there's a patch of grass down there that we want to have a little look at. I think there's another trainer down there as well, actually. Okay, Caterpie, that's good news. We'll take a Caterpie. Oh, we missed. That works nicely for us. Let's get another tackle in. Sleep powder. Oh, butts. They missed. Okay, there's at this point now he's hardened. He's done a harden. Let's try one more sleep powder. And hope he doesn't have shed skin. Cool, okay. Boom. Okay, he's fast asleep, that's good. And he's... poo. Right, let's do a leech. We need some health anyway. I hate getting these because they take so much time. Okay, that's not great. That's not great at all, actually. That's... Oh, it's just so time consuming. And I'm an impatient person. It's fine. We're going to at least heal up through this battle, right? That's a positive. I do think I'm going to try and always keep Ivysaur / Venusaur when we get there with a health stealing move all the way through the playthrough, because it is a really sound strategy. Right, one last tackle and we're there. Boom. See you bye, Metapod. Oh no, no level up yet. Okay, but then again, we are, we are higher level now. Is this a? Yeah, this is a trainer we can fight. Cool. I'm not going to ask about that dialogue. We were miles away from them. Last Robin would like to battle with a Jigglypuff. Right. Okay, we're going to play a definite strategy here. We're going to send Jigglypuff to sleep before Jigglypuff sends us to sleep. So if they send us to sleep, we're not looking great. There we go, cool. Right, let's go with a Vine Whip. Oh, strong. Right, okay, this is looking good. Boom. Jigglypuff can be a tricky one to fight against. And it is one of those Pokemon that most people kind of don't think about putting on their team, just because it isn't, the obvious choice. It looks like a softie. Okay, right. Before we go any further, let's have a little look and see if we can catch anything good. Well, okay. We got one straight away. I'm not sure if we're going to go straight for a Jigglypuff. I want to see if we can get something higher than level 5 as a start, because that's a lot of grinding otherwise. Let's see what else we can find in the grass. A Mankey the Monkey. Fighting type. Oh, she's a big lass. I've done a playthrough with a Mankey before though, so I'm not feeling Mankey. We're just going to use this as a little grind as well, level up to level 20 maybe. So let's see what we can find. Another Mankey the Monkey. Same one basically, level 7 female. Just straight off one shot it. Because here's my other thing. I do like to keep my Pokemon roughly the same level, which is just a sensible thing you do when you're doing a party management game. We're not going to get a Spearow because honestly, I've done playthroughs with Fearow before. Not the biggest fan. It is just slightly less generic than a Pidgey. Pidgey's a good choice, don't get me wrong, but again, this is all about playing a game a way that I don't normally play it. There's a Pidgey. Bop. Oh, I don't like sound attack. It's not anyone's idea of a fun thing, like not being able to hit the moves that you're saying. So I know as a fact that there can be Nidoran in these grass as well, which is kind of what I'm looking out for. But if we get a decent level, like a level 7 or 8 Jigglypuff, I'll probably go for it. Ooh, we missed. And our defense is low as well. Right, let's do a Vine Whip. That won't miss. It's got good accuracy rating as a move. Also got to be aware that I need to eventually get to a Poké Center and get my attack points reloaded. Or refreshed, or whatever you want to call it. Right, Jigglypuff, what level are you? Level 3. Okay, that went the opposite way of what I was hoping for. Oh, buddy, sorry. It's not going to be fun times for you, I'm afraid. Male Jigglypuffs are rarer as well, I believe. Again, I've been playing Pokemon games for a couple of decades now, so... Ooh. He's level 3, but he is male Jigglypuff. Do I catch him? No. No. I need higher level. I don't really mind whether it's male or female. There are different stats based on the gender of your Pokemon. But that's about the only diff. Alright, we've got a Nidoran. Level 6, that's good, okay. I could try and get the male Nidoran, which is the... What we'll do, we'll catch this one, and then we'll check its stats out, I think. So, before I go to the bag, actually, I'm going to send it to sleep. Oh, I missed, okay. Try that again. Because I haven't done the Nidoran playthrough. I know one of the gym leaders has a Nido King. Nidoran girl type will become a Nido Queen eventually. Right, let's do it. Let's get a Pokeball out. Let's throw it. Oh dang, okay. I'm going to try something. We'll see if this works. I'm going to Leech Seed it. And then we're going to absorb a couple of hits from it. And hopefully it doesn't wipe it out completely. It would be really good if it stayed alive for this. Yeah, okay. This will help. Like I said, you've got to lower a Pokemon's health before you catch it as well. Sometimes you can get lucky and just get a one throw. 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay. So we've got Girl Nidoran. Although small, its venomous barbs render the Pokemon dangerous. The female has smaller horns. No nicknames again, so I don't do the nickname thing. But let's go and check out Nidoran. Summary, okay. Modest nature, met at Route 3 at level 6. Poison Point, great. Poison's phone contact, that is the ability that I wanted it to have. So, we're going to keep this in our team, I think. This is Pokemon number 2. What I'm also going to do, and it is just a bit of a tactical thing, switch them around. Doesn't matter that I'm not healing her sleep at the moment, because what will happen is this. We've got a Pidgey, level 6, Nidoran's level 6, but every time a Pokemon is in a battle, it still gets XP. So I'm now going to switch over to Ivysaur, so Nidoran doesn't get hurt, basically, and the XP will be split between the two Pokemon, I believe, because they've both been in the battle. So if I do this, do a little tackle, oh, missed. Boom. And this is the way we're going to level Nidoran up until she's kind of like level, I'm going to say like 10 or 12, and at a point where I can use her in battle to grind the levels out a bit. So let's keep doing that for a minute or two. Another Pidgey. Another level 6 Pidgey. Is that the same Pidgey? And this is what I mean, like, I won't show all of this. This is where it might get a bit grindy, so I'll do some of it in my own time. Let's do tackle because Vine Whip's weak against flying type. Ooh, you little bird, you little pigeon. There we go, got him. Done. So we probably don't want Pidgeys because Pidgeys don't have great volumes of experience. Okay, so we get the next best thing, we get Spearow. Yeah, it just does growl and scratch, that's not going to do much for us, so let's switch out. At least we will get a level up for Nidoran on this fight, looking at the little blue bar. You know what, let's do a Leech Seed. Oh, okay, yeah, they did. We could be in trouble here, actually, because it's got 2 Leers on us. I kind of just need to attack it now. Okay, Growl's fine. I was worried it was going to do like a wing attack or something. Because a wing attack's super effective against the grass type. There we go, level 7. I should have paid more attention there. I'm going to go this way. Because there's a Poké Center up here, and this is kind of the area we want to be in. We're heading up to the Cerulean Tunnel. None of these trainers want to fight, I don't think, which is cool. Cool, yeah, Pokemon Center's here. Okay, I think what we'll do to end out the episode, because I don't want the grind to be huge on the episode, we're going to do 10 encounters in this patch of grass. Once those 10 are done, we'll go heal, we'll go save, and we'll call it an episode. But I want to see if we can either get a male Nidoran, just because, again, they are just the stronger Pokemon. Or maybe like a high-level Jigglypuff. But let's see. Okay, starting off with the Pidgeys. This is number 1. I'm feeling brave. Let's do a fight with Nidoran. I'm not feeling brave anymore. Oh, actually. Yeah, that's the poison on contact. That's useful. Yeah, let's just keep chipping away. The fact that we're going to poison everything on contact is really useful for us. Because if a Pokemon uses physical attack, they're going to come in contact. They're going to get poisoned automatically. So Nidoran could be a sleeper pick for the team, to be fair. We will need a Pokemon eventually that can fly. As to what Pokemon we go with, I'm toying with either, like... I need to check out whether Dodrio and Doduo can do fly. Because if they can... I'll tell you what, very briefly, I'm going to walk around the grass, but I'm just going to Google this now. I can't do that with one hand, bear with. Can Dodrio be taught fly? Yes, Dodrio can use fly. So I do wonder, because I've not done Dodrio on my team before, and I know roughly in the game where I can find one, it's towards like mid to late game. I wonder if we hold off on Dodrio and we do that later on. I reckon Dodrio is a good pick. Yeah, Pidgey's... Yeah, look at that, poisoned again. That's excellent. I'm going to risk another scratch before I heal up. Yeah, sand attack, that's good. We can last another attack before I heal, and I want to, like... This is fight number 2. The 10 that we're going to do to grind. Let's see how far we can get Nidoran. Okay, now we need heal. Boom! Level up though, that's good. Tail Whip's been learnt as well, that's alright. Oh, I wonder. I'll go to my TM, but I don't think this will be compatible, but TM case. Open. Rock Tomb. Can I use that on Nidoran? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's do the potion. I know we're near a healing centre, but CBA. Right, there we go. Plus, there comes a point where we're going to be so high level that we don't need the regular potions. We need like super potions and mega potions and high potions and whatever they're called. Ultra potion. That's it. So it goes normal, super high, or super ultra. Interesting. This ain't going to be a great battle for us because let's switch out. I'm going to use just my grass type moves against this so I don't get poisoned. Because if we're unlucky, that Nidoran's going to also have poison points. Let's use Vine Whip. Yeah, that was a smart play. So this is battle number 3. Oh, it's a Jigglypuff. What level? It's a level 7. Ooh. I'm not sure if I want it on my team though. Thing is, I'm going to have to Google this quickly. I want to see what the Jigglypuff stats are for Gen 1, so let's have a look. Jigglypuff in Leaf Green. I'm just going to check out something. I want to see what moves and what stuff it has. So it's just a normal type, isn't it? I want to say. Let's have a look. That's Ruby Sapphire's list. Moves learnt by TM. Oh, I'm looking at it wrong. Okay. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn, guys. It's a good level. Let's see what his stats are. So it can use not much. Okay, no, it's just mostly normal type. It's in fire. It's in Ruby Sapphire that it's most effective. So I think we're going to pass it up. Just scratch it. I'm going to hope that it uses a pound on us. Oh, okay, it's attack miss. That's all right. There's a reason we let Nidoran take the hit on that. I'm going to keep it fighting, and I've got reasons for that. Because now that I'm asleep, Jigglypuff will probably try pound. Nope. Does it only know Sing? This one might only know Sing, which is another reason we probably don't want to catch it. I think Sleep usually is like 3 turns. Oh, Defensive Curl. But that's annoying. It does know another move. And that makes our job harder now. Especially if Nidoran isn't going to wake up. Ooh. Let's switch out to Ivysaur. Really? Really? Oh, not a fan. That's annoying. Right, let's just use Awakening. We got one for a reason. Don't sing again. Okay, Defensive Kill, that's fine. We just need to go for our strongest move, which is going to be Vine Whip. Oh, actually, no. We're going to Sleep Powder it. So this will send it to sleep. We can then Leech Seed it. Okay, Jigglypuff is fast asleep. That's good news. Leech Seed's going to give us some health. There we go. Right, let's use a Vine Whip as well, because it's going to wake up quickly, because it's a wild Pokemon. Boom. Done and dusted. Right, that's battle 4. I am going to quickly sprint over to the Pokemon Center, because I don't want to waste that other awakening just now. Dum 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 dum. Okay. Right. Okay, Pidgey. That's good for us. So Nidoran can fight this Pidgey. Oh, wow. Okay, we're very close to a level up. Let's do a Scratch. And he's going to poison himself. Perfect. Oh, no. Okay, it didn't work. Interesting. It doesn't work every time, then, but it works fairly frequently, it looks like. Well, no one's hitting attacks at the moment. That's alright, we can live with that. There you go, poisoned you bird. Right, scratch again. Boom. Battle number 5. Okay, so health is levelling up quickly. That doesn't really tell me where... Let's go into Nidoran's menu for a second. I just want to see where its strengths are. Summary. Okay. High defense, high special attack. I think it's going to be special attack and defense that are kind of points that we look at on this. So we probably want to get some ground moves on it down the road. Which is fine. We can do that. I'm not entirely familiar with the Nidoran's like moveset or pool, so it's worth us just bearing that in mind. We might switch out on this one. We'll see how defense has gone down. We are gonna see how it goes, but we might switch out to Ivysaur in this. We'll probably take another peck. Okay. We can't take another peck after that, I don't think. Oh, can we? I'm going to risk it. Damn it. Should have risked it. Silly boy. Alright. We're going to send out Ivysaur for battle number 6. Just a tackle. Just a nice straightforward tackle. This will give us some points, but it won't take us over the limit of the level. Right. Well, because of my foolishness, we're going straight back to the Poké Center. So we've got 4 more battles. In an ideal world, I wouldn't mind getting them both leveled up by the end of this episode. Because one will be level 20 and one will be level 10? Maybe? I think? Possibly? I don't know. We'll see. Right, straight into another battle then. Oh, it's another Spearow, but it's lower level. Okay, let's try Nidoran again. Right, so that was 5 points it did of damage there. And another 5, okay. So we can keep track of how much damage it does. The Growl's just going to lower our attack. I can live with that. It's not lowering our defense, it's all good. Ooh, another one, okay. One more scratch and I reckon we should be done. Oh no, because he lowered our attack. Right. Oh, sure, now you poison yourself. Right, at the end of the battle. Alright. That's not bad though, we can live with that. Ooh, okay, we're going to switch. No point in a head-to-head there. Battle number 7. If I'm keeping count properly. Which, there's a good chance I'm not. Right, let's knock him out in one punch. Boom. That'll coax us towards that level limit. Oh, can we do it in the next 3 battles? Can we get both Pokemon to level up? I think I'm just going to have to choose Bulbasaur every time now. Oh, Jigglypuff's not a great... Oh, it's a low level Jigglypuff. Alright, let's see what we can do. Don't use... Don't use... Oh, we tried. Bang. Bye. Oh, it's so close. 2 more battles. So that's number 8. This is number 9. Okay, Nidoran, that's good. Level 6. Right, straight away, switch out the Ivysaur. Oh. Should have used the tackle instead. That's my bad. Well, I've got one more battle after this. Yep, there we go. Nidoran level 10 and one Ivysaur. You can do it. Boom. Level 20. Awesome. Okay, that's really good. So we got some levels that we've achieved. This is the last battle, just for kicks and giggles now. Let's stick Nidoran in the ring one more time. Yeah, look at that. There's a difference in attack strength there. Scratch again. Oh, he's just going to growl at us and lower our attack, which means we are just going to have to spam scratch a few more times. He's kind of used the Kakuna and Metapod strap, but this time he's lowering our attack, so we just don't do much damage rather than hiring his defense. It has the exact same effect. Oh, and he's starting to fight back now. Boom, got him. Okay, that's not a bad little boost. Right. Oh well, okay, we've got battle 11, bonus battle, because can get out of the grass in time. I don't like our odds here, but let's try it. Okay, he's using a growl. Tail Whip and growl don't really help us in this situation. Poisoned. I can't risk him pecking us. We're gonna have to... I'm not making the same mistake as last time. Let's switch out. Let's do Ivysaur. Go. Fight. Tackle. Oh, I missed. But it would have been a peck, so the correct decision was made. Yeah. It was all the growls that he did. We wouldn't have been able to take him down one hit with Nidoran. So I'm at least reassured that I made the correct choice. But, alas, we have done the battles that I said we would do. And we are ending episode 1 today on a pretty decent note. We've got the first 2 members of our team. So we've got an Ivysaur and we've got a Nidoran. And we've got our first gym badge as well. We bought, we fought Brock and we won. So we will leave it there today, guys. Next episode we will go through the Cerulean Cave, or the tunnel, Cerulean Tunnel. And we're going to try and get our second gym badge from the water-type user Misty. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, and if you do enjoy these videos, please drop them a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell as it will alert you for whenever we go live with more content. And yeah, we are back, baby. We are doing more games, we are doing more videos, so keep an eye on the channel. I will upload as and when I'm able to. But for now, thank you ever so much for watching, and until next time, stay safe. I haven't done that in a while, blimey. Stay safe. See you, bye.